Hotline fluid warmer. So the Hotline fluid warmer will deliver fluids to your patient at 41 degrees. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do our safety checks and make sure that the Hotline fluid warmer is in serviceable condition. So the first thing we're going to do and check is the MDSS sticker and make sure that it's in date for servicing. Have a quick visual inspection of it to make sure that there's no cracks in the casing and that you're not missing any parts. Things that often go missing is the port cover, the rubber plug and the straw at the back. The other thing to check is the electrics and to make sure that there's no wires that can be seen that are external. And on the wire, the MDSS team placed a marking at 107 centimetres to denote how high it should be off the floor, or no higher than 107 centimetres off the floor. So it's really important to note that when you come to use the Hotline fluid warmer, that you don't insert the giving set before you've filled the water chamber. This can create an airlock, which will circulate air and can be a hazard. So to fill the Hotline fluid warmer, we're going to use distilled water. There are other options as well in the manufacturer's guides, however this isn't something that we tend to keep in defence. They're alcohol-based solutions and they are quite difficult to get hold of. However, distilled water is readily available. So we're just going to fill in between the minimum and maximum lines. And this water is changed every 30 days when the machine is in use. So now that we've filled the Hotline fluid warmer with in between the minimum and maximum amount of fluid with distilled water, we're now going to turn it on and we've done our checks. So like I've discussed, so the water should be changed every 30 days and also the O-ring should be lubricated every 30 days with a grease that you can order from the manual. So just going to turn it on the side and you'll hear an audible alarm. So coming to the front, you've got four LED lights and the thermometer gauge up at the top here. So the first light is a circulating fluid light. The second denotes an issue with the giving set, with the priming set. The third is too low water, and the bottom one is that the water is over temperature. So now we're just going to fill with the Hotline fluid warming set, and it'll alarm until you put a giving set in. So to do that, take this out. As you open your fluid giving set, fluid line circulating set, there is a clamp at the top, so just clamp that. And as you can hear, the audible alarm's gone off and you can see and hear it circulating in the giving set. So this will get rid of all of the air and the fluid encapsulates the giving set and will deliver warm fluid at 41 degrees. It'll take 4 minutes for the fluid to get to temperature and I can already feel it in my hand. But yeah, give it 4 minutes and wait until the temperature on the gauge has got to 41 degrees. So whilst I'm waiting for the Hotline fluid warmer to get to 41 degrees and get to temperature, I can test the alarms. So on the side of the machine, there's two buttons. So there's an over temperature button and an alarm test button. I'm going to press and hold the alarm test button to make sure that everything's working well. And what I'm expecting to hear is an audible alarm, the red LEDs to come on, the green LED to turn off, and for the water to stop circulating. So press and hold in, and as you can see, it's stopped circulating, so the green light has gone out, and all three LEDs have come on, and you can hear the audible alarm. Press and let go, and it goes back to normal working. Whilst I'm waiting for it to get up to temperature, I'm going to get my fluids ready, put some PPE on, and prime the line. So now I've primed my fluid giving set with the fluid that I want to use with my patient, and I've attached it to the Hotline giving set. So just to avoid confusion, I like to keep my fluids on this side, along with the fluid giving set on that side, and my Hotline giving set, which is going to end up with the patient side on this side. So to then prime the line for the Hotline giving set, I'm just going to unclamp the fluid giving set, and then also unclamp my Hotline giving set. And that's running through nicely. So we're just getting up to temperature at 40 degrees. This will be safe enough to give to our patients, but we might as well wait until it gets to 41. Also, when it does get to 41, the machine will stop circulating, and when the temperature dips, it'll then kick back in. So you might hear that the Hotline stops circulating fluid around the giving set, but that's completely normal. Something that's also worth mentioning is that this is quite a heavy set, particularly if your cannula or your access is fragile. So what might be worth doing is putting a small extension cable onto the side of your patient, and I mean teeny tiny, so that you don't lose the heat, you don't lose the fluid, the warmth in the fluid, but that it gives it a bit more security, it gives your cannula more access, a bit more security. So now we've reached 41 degrees, I'm going to attach it to my patient, unclamp the line, and warm fluid comes out. And that's it. So when it comes to disposing of the consumables, or when the patient treatment is finished, I'm going to clamp all the lines, turn off, detach it from my patient, turn off the Hotline warmer, unplug the set, which will get some water coming out of, and that's absolutely normal, and re-plug in the port hub, bring my fluids down, dispose of that as a sharp, and remove all this into clinical waste. As you can see, it can be quite messy. To clean the Hotline fluid warmer, you just use a soft detergent. So the green or yellow Clinell wipes are absolutely fine, and these are readily available within Defence. You can keep the water in there, that's absolutely fine for 30 days. So I'm not going to discard that right now. Give it a wipe. And then it's ready to use again.